Prescott is no longer great, when Dak Prescott is unable to carry the team, when Dak Prescott is unable to be the man, the myth, the legend that he is, and the defense is that bad, does that put Mike McCarthy on the hot seat? Does that make Mike McCarthy the next midseason coach to go? Right? So, guys, let me ask this question. Should Mike McCarthy for the Dallas Cowboys be fired today? And it's a simple answer. It's a yes or no, but it's a very complex situation. It is a very complex situation because I am a thinker. I sit here and I think and I ponder like, man, he definitely should be fired. He definitely should be fired. He has lost the locker room. Jerry Jones is belittling him every chance he is get. He's not standing up for himself or defending himself whatsoever. The team doesn't respect him. Definitely should go, right? But hear me out. Hear me out. The Dallas Cowboys, guys, they are a team right now. Season is over. Not going to make any noise in the NFC East. Not going to make any noise in the playoffs. And if they win a couple games, it just hurts their future moving forward. So, the simple answer is yes, he should be fired. But the complex answer is no, he shouldn't. And if you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, you should be on my train as well. You should be on my train as well because think about it this way. Think about it this way. If Mike McCarthy were to get fired, you would probably promote Mike Zimmer, right? Or the special teams guys, Fossil, right? You would probably make some type of person within the next interim head coach. At that particular time, the team might get a little momentum, might string a couple wins together. Still don't have a shot at the playoffs. Still don't have a shot at a Super Bowl. But all that's doing is hurting your draft stock. Right now, I think you're sitting at 12th in the draft. Right now, if it were to start today, you win 2, 3, 4 more games to rest of the season. You're probably looking at 20, 22, 23. If you make the playoffs, you're looking at 25, 26, 27. That is not a good move there. That is not a good move at all. So you want to keep Mike McCarthy around. You want to keep this inner turmoil fighting around because you want your team to be bad. You want your team to be bad. You want to be so bad that you want to see Jerry Jones trade Dak Prescott. You want to see Jerry Jones trade a player like Micah Parsons. You want to see Jerry Jones trade your Tolbert. You want to see Jerry Jones officially go all in. Because at this point, the Dallas Cowboys, as currently constructed, they're done. They are finished. But look forward to next year. Look forward to next year. Continue to be bad for the rest of the season. Nail this offseason. Go out and get some free agents and pieces that you don't be afraid to spend some freaking money. Trade Dak Prescott. Hell, if push comes to shove, get CeeDee Lamb out of there too. There would be teams out there that would probably give you a first-round pick for CeeDee Lamb right now. There are. I mean, we've seen Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper go for third-round picks, but they're a little bit long in the tooth. CeeDee Lamb's still young. You get him out, first-round pick. Trade Dak, second-round pick. Build around potentially Micah Parsons, even though I don't like Micah Parsons right now. Build around him. I do not fire Mike McCarthy if you are a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, you are not saying fire Mike McCarthy. You are saying keep him around. Keep him around because think about the future. Play chess, not checkers. Guys, let me ask you this question. Should they fire Mike McCarthy today or next week or the week after that or let it play out? Let it play out and build for the future. Build for the future. Derek says Dak's contract with a lot of guaranteed money, more risk than reward. Could be. Laura says, yeah, his time is done. Get him out of town. Fire him yesterday. He shouldn't even got on the plane to come back to Dallas. Fire him. Find your own way home, brud. John says, and that monster Dak and CD they have stacked in other areas. You get Dak and CD Lamb out, you could build a whole brand new team with just those first 2 first-round picks that you're going to get from them. Laura says Zimmer wouldn't be the best choice, though, either. And that's kind of the point that I'm getting, is that if you were to fire Mike McCarthy, there's a reason why Mike Zimmer was brought in. Not because of his defensive experts, but there's a reason why Mike Zimmer was brought in. Another yes man for Jerry Jones to manipulate, right? John Fossil, right? The special teams guy. If one of those guys get promoted to head coach, intern head coach, they win. Let's say they pull an Antonio Pierce. I saw somebody say McCarthy versus Pierce. Let's say they pull a Antonio Pierce from last season, winning 4 of their last 5. Get that head coaching title. What does that do? All that does is prolong the inedible. It prolongs what you've been doing the last 30 years, and that's being a shit show. This offseason needs to be a complete house cleaning. Every coach, every staffer, every ball boy, every water girl has to go. Get the complete old culture out, hire a general manager, and let the general manager do his thing. Give him 5 years, give him 6 years, get his people in there. Slow it down. Jay Gillian says he need to be fired, but Jerry Jones is the problem. He's stuck in football from 20, 30 years ago. Exactly. Teams are built different these days, and the game has evolved. And he has not evolved with it. It's way past time for him to let someone younger take over the reins. Exactly. Hire that general manager. Derek thinks they are drafting a quarterback. I would say that if Dak Prescott did not sign his deal, but I think Dak Prescott is the future in Dallas. It is what it is. James Frank says the Cowboys got same issues as my Browns. They're in contract hell. They spent more money on the players that they had and they got worse. That's exactly what it is. Derek says last year for coaching, I don't think he was extended. He has not been extended yet. He is on the last year of his contract. Yes. So I guess technically it wouldn't be fired, right? It'd just be like, hey, we're not renewing your contract at the end of the season. See ya. Right? And Laura says it is time for Dallas to restart. Yeah, it 100% is. And I was thinking, I'm thinking here, like, who would be a good coach for the Dallas Cowboys? Totally spitballing here. But Ben Johnson obviously would be a great candidate, right? But somebody like Eric Bieniemy. I think Eric Bieniemy got a bad rap in his time in Washington, and I think he needs to get a shot as another offensive coordinator or a head coaching job. But do not fire Mike McCarthy. JDT93 says Mike Zimmer definitely is not the answer. No, he is not. He is not. What's up, good? Y'all, Cowboys suck. They do suck. John, welcome to the show. Now. And Drew says Mike Vrabel would be a good coach. And this is the problem, is there's probably a lot of great candidates out there for the Dallas Cowboys position. Mike Vrabel, Ben Johnson, McAdoo, right? There are a lot of good candidates that would be great for the Dallas Cowboys team as they're built right now. But is Jerry Jones willing to take somebody that thinks for himself? Is Jerry Jones willing to take a Mike Vrabel that's going to say, fuck you? Is Jerry Jones willing to hire somebody like a Ben Johnson that's going to say, fuck you, right? I mean, because like if Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel or McAdoo or anybody besides the yes man of Mike McCarthy would have heard those comments, what Jerry Jones said, like you're drawing up bad plays, your offense sucks, yada, yada, yada. They would have been like, you know what? Fuck you, right? Mike McCarthy's like, well, I don't think we're drawing draft plays. No, man, drop the F-bomb, stick it in his nose. Like, you got a problem with me? Fire me or shut the hell up. And Vrabel would do that, I think. Ben Johnson would do that. McAdoo would do that, right? Hell, I would say Robert Saleh, but Robert Saleh was a yes man to Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know if he would do that, but they need something. They need something. Jade says Ben Johnson isn't going anywhere to a shit show that he does not go anywhere. Have you watched the Lions games? Ben Johnson is having way too much fun to leave. You know, Jay, I would agree with you on that because Eric Bieniemy was the same way. Eric Bieniemy was having a great time in Kansas City. He was having a great time. They were winning a lot of football games, winning Super Bowls. The offense was doing crazy. But there's always an itch to grow. There's always that itch to be just a little bit better, right? There's always that itch that we can do this, this, and this. And that's why Eric Bieniemy went to Washington and ultimately got fired and ultimately now is an offensive coordinator at USC. As a past coordinator myself, I was happy being a defensive coordinator. I was happy winning a lot of football games. I was happy winning sectional championships, going to regionals each and every year. But I had that itch. Man, what would it like to be a head coach? I see some flaws. I don't like what he does here, but what if I could do that? It took me a while to figure it out, but I really like being a defensive coordinator. I'm just saying. But sometimes you gotta be a head coach to figure that out.